Believe me, this video will blow your head. We all know that the Ripple versus SEC trial has been put off again, but it's not that simple. Lawyers, experts, and Ripple's top brass all say that the trial might resolve much sooner than you expect, and in our favor. This has really motivated everyone in the crypto world. Experts estimate that XRP Ripple's price could go up to $10,000 or more. You aren't ready for this. Let's get right to it. Disclaimer: Ripple and the SEC have been in a legal battle for a long time, but it looks like it's finally coming to an end. This will have huge effects for XRP and the whole crypto market. XRP governor said it well in a recent tweet. Ripple versus SEC is almost over. A final decision might make things clearer for regulators and change the future of XRP, a big deal for crypto. After over 4 years of courtroom drama, procedural twists, and speculation, the finish is now in sight. Crypto commenter Levi posted, "The moment you've been waiting for is coming," which made people even more excited. That moment could lead to one of the most important decisions in the history of crypto law. A choice that might finally determine how the US regulates digital assets like XRP. A lot of people commented about the rumor that Ripple would pay the SEC's penalties with XRP coins. A move that may have stunned the market by making people sell and made holders angry. But Mark Fagel, a former SEC official, stepped in to stop the rumors by saying that Ripple will settle in cash, not XRP. He made it clear that the cash is already in an escrow account. Thus, there is no chance of XRP tokens moving. Just one news made XRP's price go up, showing that the market is more confident again. This explanation not only calms investors down, but it also shows that Ripple is being clever. Settling in cash keeps its native token from becoming unstable and avoids any charges that XRP is still being used as a security illegally. It also shows that Ripple wants to settle the issue quickly and move on without any old legal problems. There is only one main point of contention in the legal struggle. Did Ripple's selling of XRP count as an unregistered securities offering? Since 2020, that question has kept XRP in a legal gray area. But now Ripple and the SEC have both asked the court to lower the civil penalty from $125 million to $50 million, and to lift the limits on institutional XRP sales. The document says that there are unusual circumstances that make it necessary to change the previous settlement plan, such as mistakes in the process. Morgan and other legal experts have also weighed in. He said that the case wouldn't drag on until 2026, and that unless Judge Analisa Torres completely rejects the modified motion, which is becoming less and less likely, the matter will be over, without any more appeals. He said that the process was almost over. Both sides want to finish the agreement and move on, he said. It's not simply Ripple's reputation or the value of XRP on the market that are at stake. The dispute has turned into a fight for the future of the whole crypto industry in the US. A good decision or a fair settlement might set a good example for other token initiatives that are also being watched by regulators. It could even speed up the process of passing new laws that spell out what a security is in the digital age. Ripple's fight has become a symbol. It's not just a lawsuit anymore. It's a test of how the government will handle new blockchain technology in the future. If Ripple comes out of this with few penalties and more ability to distribute XRP, it might mean a big change in how US law treats crypto firms. So, yes, the time we've been waiting for is almost here. And when that decision comes out, it will have an influence that goes beyond just one token. And, of course, this kind of news might make the price of XRP go up to levels that no one thought were feasible. We're not just talking about tiny wins. Crypto experts are making forecasts that might shake up the whole market. What if I told you that XRP may break out faster than Bitcoin ever did? What if the SEC deal is just the start? The prediction will shock you. And believe me, you are not ready for what is about to happen. So what began as a legal win has turned into a lot of discussion regarding XRP's long-term value. Imonix states that Sal Gilberti, the CEO of Teucrium, argues that XRP has a lot of demand and a lot of potential for long-term growth. Some people even think it could do better than Bitcoin. That's not just talk. Many experienced analysts, investors, and influencers feel the same way. They see XRP as more than simply a cryptocurrency. They see it as a way to make money for generations to come. XRP's price may still be low today, but many people think we're at the start of something big. Maxi, a passionate supporter of the community, tweeted that XRP was going up fast. The stats are starting to back up the idea that this is the start of the generational run. XRP Avengers say that the token might go up to $40 or $50 in the coming future. A brave prediction. But it's not totally crazy if the Ripple versus SEC deal makes it easier for institutions to invest and clears up any legal questions. Jack the Rippler also didn't hold back. This cycle, you'll make millions. For people who have made it through the worst of times, this kind of hope feels less like a guess and more like long overdue proof. But a simple but powerful notion that has been going around online has really caught people's attention. How much money will you have in 2040 if you have 2,000 XRP? At this price, it would cost around $4,320 to buy 2,000 XRP. That puts you in the mid-tier holder class on the XRP rich list, which is a big step up from the average. But this is where things get crazy. XRP would need to reach $500 per coin, which is more than 23,000%, in order to be worth $1 billion. That would bring XRP's market size to around $29.5 trillion, which is more than the global gold market and far bigger than the whole crypto market now. At first look, that might sound impossible, and for a lot of people it probably is. But some AI-based platforms and analysts aren't saying it's impossible. Grok AI projects. If things go well, XRP may trade for between $1,160 and $1,450 by 2040. Gemini thinks the number may be anywhere from 76 to 1,868, depending on how many institutions use it and how many rules are changed. Changelly says that XRP is worth between $647 and $810. It's still high enough that 2,000 tokens are worth more than $1,200,000. Even a more conservative prediction like Telegon, which puts XRP between $119 and $160, shows that you may make a lot of money over time, even if you don't become a millionaire. It's not just the numbers that matter here, it's the story too. XRP is not a way to get rich quickly for people who believe in it for a long time. It's a long-term gamble on clearer rules, more institutional use, and a change in how value moves around the world. Austin Hilton and other influencers stress the need of being patient and building up your wealth. On the other hand, Coach JV and other analysts link XRP's success to bigger changes in the economy, such as Bitcoin reaching $1 million, which might make altcoin growth go through the roof. So, is it possible to become a millionaire by 2040 with 2,000 XRP? Yes, in math. In reality, that relies on how much you trust in the long term and how ready the world is to accept what Ripple and XRP are making. There is one thing that is certain. Time is running out on this huge